everyone. Welcome to another episode of A Palette for Love Live. I am Dr. Racine Henry, aka Chef Dr. Ray, and I have back with me my lovely husband, Dante.
Dr. Jackson.
Not Dr. Jackson, Mr. Jackson.
I didn't smile.
Anyways, we're going to be making shrimp Parmesan with some bucatini. I'm going to do it like cacio e pepe style with Parmesan cheese and black pepper. And we're going to be telling you how we're surviving the stay-at-home order, being a married couple in one household with a 5-year-old. So stay tuned. So while you grate the cheese, I have some chopped fennel here. I'm making the sauce somewhat from scratch. I'm using some canned tomatoes, but I'm going to zhuzh it up a little bit.
As always.
As always. So I'm going to cut the onion while you do that. So, how has it been being stuck at home with me for the last 2 weeks?
It has been amazing. We've got a lot of quality
Stop.
time. If I'm being honest, no, I'm joking. It's been cool. It's been cool.
We normally don't see each other this much in a day.
Right.
Because normally I'm at work, you're at work, Silver's at school, and then depending on how late my clients are, you two are usually home before me.
Yeah, it's a lot of times. A lot different. It's a lot different. There's no curfews. Clocks don't matter. There's no roads where we're going.
There's no
roads where we're going.
There's no. And then we have to also be Silver's teacher.
Which is the worst thing in the entire world, honestly.
Why do you say it's the worst thing in the entire world?
Because I understand they have a job to do, and I get that. But they asked her literally which number is bigger, 4 or 6. And my daughter's been in 10 countries. She speaks half of Spanish.
Half of Spanish?
It's retarded. It's retarded.
Well,
I know I can't
retarded,
say that word, but
yeah.
it's
yes,
busy work.
It's definitely below her intelligence level, but I think it's better than her doing nothing all day.
No, I get it, but do you know how much work it is for us to actually get her to do that silly problem?
Yeah, she doesn't like doing schoolwork, but she does miss school, so that is something. So I'm throwing in the garlic, onion, and fennel to get the sauce started. And I'm also going to throw in some anchovies for that umami, and a bay leaf, some aromatics like sage, rosemary, some thyme if I can find it. And to further cheat, because it says not and will not be simmering for hours, I'm going to use an immersion blender so that it can be nice and smooth and to help things blend a little bit easier. So we're going to play a little game of answering some questions. I did some of these on my Facebook, so those of you who know me personally can go and look at it. But these are going to be different questions. You're eating too much cheese, that's why it's all over your mouth. Okay, if you had $10,000, what would you do?
Nothing. $10,000 is not a lot of money.
Fair. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
I would be topless on the beach in Miami.
I hate you so much. Okay. Who was the first person that you kissed? It's on the list. I'm not making this up.
I'm a reformed thought. I have no idea.
Oh my God. So I added in the anchovies. I'm just going to break these up so that they melt a little bit quicker. This is, again, for umami flavor. I think there's 5 flavors: sweet, sour, salty, and I think savory, and then umami. So this is like a mushroom, kind of, mushrooms are umami, uni is umami, and anchovies. It's like that 5th layer of flavor that you really can't describe, but you know is in something, or in most things, should be at least in everything. Okay. What do you like best about me?
The fact that you cook.
What is the craziest thing you've ever eaten?
Shark.
When did you eat shark?
Ex-girlfriend.
What?
Ex-girlfriend brought me shark.
Oh, okay. Was she Barbadian or something?
Yes.
Okay. If you could trade lives with anyone, who would you trade lives with?
Honestly, Silver.
I know she has a pretty good life, right?
Yeah.
And what is the craziest dream you've ever had?
Craziest dream I ever had?
Keep it PG, please.
PG. The craziest dream I ever had would probably be, about me being topless in Miami. Like I don't know.
Oh my gosh!
It's a real thing. It's a real thing. I don't know. We're trying to keep it PG. You know?
Okay. So now I'm gonna add the can of crushed tomatoes and tomato sauce.
Sunday sauce.
I probably should have put some tomato paste in there and cooked that down before doing this, but hindsight is 2020. So
2020 is trash.
2020 has been horrible from literally January 1st. So we're making do with what we have all across the board.
Rona.
I swear, don't say that. My cough is getting better, I promise. Okay. Gonna throw in. Well, actually, no, I'm gonna let that cook a little bit, and then we're gonna blend it, and then I'll put in the aromatics. So this is gonna simmer on like medium heat. So I'm just putting together some of the flour mixture to batter the shrimp in. And I always season my flour with what I season the protein with. So I have the seafood seasoning, some dry mustard, salt, pepper, onion and garlic powder, and a little bit of smoked paprika. So you have questions for me now?
I do.
Go for it.
All right. So, first, what would you say is the biggest obstacle being married to someone who is also beautiful, intelligent, and strong-willed?
You referring to yourself? Beautiful. The biggest obstacle is that sometimes you're so pretty that I don't feel pretty myself.
Fair. Okay, and what are some of the positives?
Some of the positives are we look damn good together. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to batter the shrimp. And maybe I'll double bread it. I don't know. We'll see how things shake out. I like to use 2 different tongs though. Once it goes from being raw to being cooked. So what I use to take it out of the oil will be a different set of tongs than this one. And I want to wait until the end to really toss it in the flour because I don't want all that clumpiness that happens on the tongs. I had these marinating in buttermilk and sorry. I think I splashed you with it. And the seasonings that I told you about before. So it's a lot of shrimp, dude. Okay. So I'm just going to toss this in the flour. I don't want too much breading, but I also don't want them to be stuck together.
Please don't cough on my shrimp.
I'm not coughing on your shrimp. I cover my mouth and I turn my head away. Don't be a drama queen.
Socially distanced from the shrimp.
6 feet.
All right.
Just for that, you can fry them. Since you're worried about my germs. Okay. Okay. The shrimp are going in. You don't have to dump them. You can take your time. Don't splash anything on yourself. Don't burn yourself. I love this wire basket because it really helps get it into hot oil without having the extremities at risk. And I have my thermometer to keep the temperature at 375. Oh, do it all at once. There we go. So I did the aromatics, blended a little bit in a bowl, put it back in here, took all the aromatics out. I made the mistake though of not tying the herb bundle together, so there are some bits of bay leaf and sage in there, just so you know. The shrimp is all fried, and what we've decided to do is put the shrimp in the sauce, cover it with cheese, and bake it. And then we'll just spoon all of this over the pasta. The pasta water is boiling. And we're almost finished. You have literally only shredded cheese.
That is my expertise, actually.
That's your contribution to our family's dinner.
That's correct.
So if it were up to you for us to eat today, we would only have shredded cheese.
How's your breakfast?
Now for the cheese. I love mozzarella cheese. The good part about this is if there's leftover sauce, Silver's in spaghetti and spaghetti sauce phase. So maybe she'll eat some of that.
She'll definitely eat the cheese.
She definitely the cheese, but then also we can use the leftover sauce for shashuka in the morning, which I know you have no clue.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
You've eaten it though.
Probably.
It's just eggs cooked in tomato sauce, but you gotta season the sauce with like cumin and other more Eastern Indian
whatever you say
spices. You think we need more cheese or no?
That's fine.
Okay. So how are we surviving the quarantine? Luckily, we have our bedroom, our daughter's bedroom, and the rest of the house. What does that say?
All right, so...
Let's just talk about that. Because
okay.
You asked for a pen or a pencil before we even started cooking and wrote something down and hid it in your pocket. So you were waiting for that moment the whole entire time.
Timing is everything.
What a loser, yo. Jesus. Anyway, I still have clients. I'm still doing clients over phone and over Skype. So I normally go to another bedroom and do that for multiple reasons. Not only for silence and for privacy, but because I get to leave that energy in that room away from the energy of my clients, of being a therapist and how emotionally taxing that can be. I leave all that in that bedroom the same way that I would in my office if my office were open.
So, it's about to cut off,
No, it's not.
It is.
Look.
All right, so listen, we are doing very well. We're very well fed.
It kind of reminds me of when we first started dating. Remember in your old house, we would have a bottle of wine or something every night for dinner.
Yeah,
not for dinner. With dinner. Not
for dinner?
With dinner. And so we started to do that again. Not a full bottle of something, but we'll end the night, after our daughter's sleeping. We have some time alone to watch Netflix and, drink a little bit.
Tonight I'm going on live.
Sure. We also separate very naturally. Like we both like our alone time and our own space. So if it's a day to run to the grocery store or an appointment or just, someone coming downstairs, usually me to cook, we're doing pretty good, I think.
Yeah, and like she said, this whole social distancing thing, I'll be outside. I belong to these streets. So I find somewhere to go every day. Every day I find somewhere to go. I'm just letting you know.
I'm cutting your mic off. It kind of reminds me of when we first started dating. Remember in your old house, we would have a bottle of wine or something every night for dinner.
Yeah,
not for dinner. With dinner. Not
for dinner?
With dinner. And so we started to do that again. Not a full bottle of something, but we'll end the night, after our daughter's sleeping. We have some time alone to watch Netflix and, drink a little bit.
Tonight I'm going on live.
Sure. We also separate very naturally. Like we both like our alone time and our own space. So if it's a day to run to the grocery store or an appointment or just, someone coming downstairs, usually me to cook, we're doing pretty good, I think.
Yeah, and like she said, this whole social distancing thing, I'll be outside. I belong to these streets. So I find somewhere to go every day. Every day I find somewhere to go. I'm just letting you know.
I'm cutting your mic off. So the pasta is finished. I have some fresh black pepper on it. I'm gonna put some freshly ground Parmesan cheese. I keep my Parmesan in the freezer so that it doesn't go bad. And I have it vacuum sealed like this. So grating it takes a little bit of extra work. Not that Dante is doing any work, but
I'm holding the camera.
That's fine. That's fine. And I also want to show you guys what the Parmesan looks like. The shrimp Parmesan that's in the oven. That's enough cheese, right?
Yep.
Hold on, don't move. me just toss this. Not gonna put any butter or anything because I think here's the Parmesan out of the oven. Look at that bubbly, cheesy yumminess. Here is the finished product. Pasta, shrimp, cheese, and sauce. Dante, you gonna come and taste it? What'd you just say?
This looks like, oh, look at that. Let's get the cheese in there. Yeah. Oh,
it's very hot, so be careful.
Oh, look at that. Woo. I'm not even ready for that.
He ain't ready. Nope.
Oh, it ain't your bit.
Oh.
Mm.
Yummy?
Oh, good. It's good.